Hello everyone, welcome to Honnara's Arts and Lifestyle channel. In today's video, I will be telling you all about Holy Ash, Vibhuti and Bhasma. I will be telling you on what is Vibhuti, how is it prepared, what is its significance, and how to apply and how to use it for puja. And not just that, I will also be covering on the health benefits of Vibhuti in our daily life. So hang in tight and do not miss to watch this video till the end. After I released my puja room tour video, many of you have been asking me on what is Vibhuti and how is Vibhuti made. So that is why I thought I'll just make a very detailed video only about Vibhuti to let you all know on how it is made and why do we use it. So if you walk into any of the temples in India, you would normally see a lot of people who would have applied 3 horizontal strips or bands of ash on their forehead. And not just that, the yogis and sadhaks of Lord Shiva will also be smearing ash all over their forehead and sometimes all over their body. So this ash is not a mere ash. This is a very special ash which is also called as a holy ash or Vibhuti or Bhasma. And this has got a very high spiritual significance in Hinduism and especially in Shaivism. It is believed that in Shaivism, none of the rituals related to Lord Shiva should be commenced even without applying Vibhuti on the forehead. The same would apply for any of the daily worshipping or puja of Lord Shiva. The 3 horizontal strips of ash is called as Tripundra. There is a vachana which was being told by Basavanna to explain why Vibhuti will be worn on the forehead as 3 lines. So let me just brief you about this particular vachana that explains the significance of having 3 lines of Vibhuti on the forehead. Let me tell the vachana in Kannada first and later I'll translate it into English and explain it in English. Vibhuti eke ಮೂರು ಎಳೆಯಾಗಿ ಹಣೆಗೆ ಧರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸತ್ ಚಿತ್ ಆನಂದ ಇಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಭಾವ ಗುರು ಲಿಂಗ ಜಂಗಮ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಲಯ ಈ ಸ್ವರೂಪವೇ ವಿಭೂತಿ. ವಿಭೂತಿಗೆ ಜಾತಿ ಧರ್ಮವಿಲ್ಲ. Now let me explain the same in English. Why should one wear vibhuti as 3 lines on one's forehead? Each one of these 3 lines represent the below: truth, consciousness and bliss. Ishta, that is physical, prana, that is atma or soul, and bhava, which is emotional. It also represents Guru, Linga, Jangama. And it also represents creation, preservation and destruction. So this is the form of Vibhuti and there is no religion or caste for Vibhuti. So it is believed that anyone and everyone should be able to use Vibhuti without having to look at their religion or their caste. So now having understood what is Vibhuti, let me tell you the various types of Vibhuti which are available. The first variety of Vibhuti is called as Kriya Bhasma, and this is the kind of Vibhuti which is used for Samadhi, that is, which is used for the last rituals whenever we are trying to bury a dead body. So normally what happens when a person passes away, there are normally 2 ways of performing the last rituals. Either we burn the body in Agni or otherwise we bury the body on the ground using the soil. But what usually happens in Shaivism is that whenever a Jangama passes away, he will be buried not using soil, but instead he will be buried using Bhasma or Vibhuti. And this variety of Vibhuti which is used for Samadhi purpose of such Jangamas is called as Kriya Bhasma. And the next variety of Vibhuti is called as Sada Bhasma. And it is this Sada Basma that we actually use it for performing pujas or applying on our forehead, and it is the same Sada Basma that will be used in the temples as well. So having understood two wide varieties of Vibhuti, let me now tell you various sub-varieties of Vibhuti also. Swarna Basma is a Vibhuti which is prepared from gold. Godanti Basma is prepared from gypsum. Shank Basma is prepared from conch shell, that is Shanku. Mandur Basma is prepared from iron oxide, and Vanga Basma is prepared from tin. And not just this, there are Vibhutis which are being made from plants and trees also, and there are also certain types of Vibhutis which are being made from the ash that we get after burning dead bodies also. So we are not going to discuss those varieties of Vibhuti over here. I'm only going to tell about Sada Basma, which is widely used for puja everywhere, and this is the purest and the most authenticated type of Vibhuti which is available. So having understood all this, the next question is, why is Vibhuti used? It is believed that Basma purifies the soul, and it also elevates the devotee of Lord Shiva so that he can go close to Lord Shiva and become Aikya within Shiva. So here are some of the health benefits of applying Vibhuti on the forehead or on the body. The first and the foremost benefit is that it actually helps in relieving the headache that is resulted due to excessive sun exposure. Ash or Basma also has an important role in Ayurveda. It is actually used as an ingredient in certain Ayurvedic medicines. Applying it on the forehead is said to prevent cold. The next benefit is that it can clear the sinuses and also prevent nose block when applied in the area between the eyebrows. And not just that, when you apply Vibhuti to the forehead, it acts like a gentle massage, and this can prevent fine lines and the formation of wrinkles. And the most important thing is that applying ash on the forehead is also said to keep you positive. It is said to block all the negative thoughts from entering into your head by acting like a gate. And Vibhuti is also said to have a calming effect, and it can reduce your stress levels. Now having understood all this, let me tell you how Vibhuti is made and what is the main ingredient of making Vibhuti. You will be surprised if I tell you that Vibhuti is actually made from the ash of burning cow dung. Very surprising, isn't it? And do you know where Vibhutis are actually manufactured? They are made in Goshalas, because that is where we can find cows. And it is not just any kind of cow that is being used for making Vibhuti. It is the white colored cow and the desi cow that will be used to make Vibhuti from. Now there is a very nice Vachana which talks about Vibhuti and how Vibhuti is made. And it is so beautifully articulated that it shows how insignificant a human being is. Now let me tell you what is this Vachana in Kannada first, and then I'll try to translate it into English and explain it in English. Ittare saganiyade, tattidare kurulade, suttare nosalige vibhutiyade, tattade hakidare ಮೇಲು ಗೊಬ್ಬರವಾದೆ, ನೀನಾರಿಗಾದೆಯೋ ಎಲೆ ಮಾನವ, ಹರಿಹರಿಗೋವು ನಾನು. ಹಾಲಾದೆ ಕಡೆದರೆ, ಮೊಸರಾದೆ ಹೆತ್ತರೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆನೆಗಡೆದರೆ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಾದೆ, ಮೇಲಾದೆ ತುಪ್ಪವು ನಾನಾದೆ ಕಾಸಿದರೆ, ನೀನಾರಿಗಾದೆಯೋ ಎಲೆ ಮಾನವ, ಉಳುವೆನಾ ಭುವಿಯನು, ಒರುವೆನಾ ಹೇರನ್ನು, ತುಳಿದು ಕಡ್ಡಿಯ ವಿಂಗಡಿಸುವೆ, ಕಳಪೆಯಾಗಿಹ ನೆಲವ ನಗುವ ತೋಪನು ಮಾಳ್ವೆ, ನೀನಾರಿಗಾದೆಯೋ ಎಲೆ ಮಾನವ. Now let me explain the same in English. ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಗಣಿಯಾದೆ, my drop becomes dung. ತಟ್ಟಿದರೆ ಕುರುಳಾದೆ, if dried as cakes, it becomes fuel. ಸುಟ್ಟರೆ ನೊಸಳಿಗೆ ವಿಭೂತಿಯಾದೆ, if these cakes are burnt, it becomes holy ash for the forehead. ತಟ್ಟದೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಮೇಲು ಗೊಬ್ಬರವಾದೆ, if it is not dried as cakes, then it becomes a rich manure. ನೀನಾರಿಗಾದೆಯೋ ಎಲೆ ಮಾನವ, O man, how are you useful to this world? ಹರಿ ಹರಿ ಗೋವು ನಾನು, I am a sacred cow. So, in the first paragraph, the cow is asking a man, saying that, even my cow dung has got so much of significance in your life that if I drop it, it becomes a cow dung. And in case if you are going to make it as a cake and dry it in the sunlight, then it becomes a fuel. And if you burn these cakes, then I'm going to become a vibhuti, the very same vibhuti that you apply it on the forehead. And if my cow dung is not made as a cake and if it is not dried in sunlight, then it becomes a rich manure which can be used in your fields and farms. So now you see how useful even my cow dung is. I'm just a cow, but please tell me, how are you useful to this world, oh man? Now the second para goes like this. Halade kadedare, if milked, I become milk. Mosarade hettare, I become curd if treated. Mele kenegadedare benneyade, if the crust is churned, I become butter. Melade tuppavu nanade kasidare, I become ghee if the butter is heated. Neenarigadeyo yele manava, oh man, how are you useful to this world? I am a sacred cow. So in the second paragraph, the cow is telling the man on how useful its milk is. So it says, if you milk me, I can give you milk. And if you treat my milk, it becomes curd. And if you churn the curd, it becomes butter. And if you heat the butter, you are going to get the ghee. I am just a sacred cow, but how are you useful to this world, oh man? The third paragraph goes like this. Uluve na buviyanu, horuve na heranu, I bear the plough and I till the land. Tulidu kaddiya vingadisuve, I step onto the grass and separate grain from it. Kalapeyagiha nelava, naguva topanu malve, I dig the uneven and barren land and make it a useful estate. Neenarigadeyo yele manava, oh man, how are you useful to this world? I am a sacred cow. So in the third paragraph, the cow is challenging the man again and saying how useful his body is. It says, I am the one who is bearing the plough and tilling the land. And if I step on the grass, I can separate the grains from the grass so that you can eat. And it is me who is digging the uneven and barren land and making it useful so that you can make a farm over there. This is how useful I am. I am just a sacred cow. Can you please tell me how useful you are to this world, oh man? So I hope you all have understood on how vibhuti is made and from what it is made, right? So vibhuti is made from the cow dung by burning the cow dung. So it is the same ash that we are going to get when we burn the cow dung. Now let me walk you through the step-by-step process which is being followed in the goshalas for making this vibhuti. The first step is that the cow dungs are dried in sunlight for almost 8 days. And this dried cow dung will be burnt in charcoal. We also call this as kenda in Kannada. This burnt cow dung ash is sewed to get a fine paste. So over here, please note that it will have little bit amount of water in it, and that is why when it is sewed, it is going to give a fine paste. Then again, this ash is beaten into a fine powder with the help of a machine, and again it is sewed to get a fine paste. This ash is then mixed with little bit of water to form a soft ball, and this ball is then beaten into a hexagonal shape or a Ishtalinga shape with the help of a kattige or a wooden plank. These wet cakes of vibhuti are again dried in sunlight and burnt in a homa kunda, which is worshipped with hay, rangoli, etc. Then the cake that results from this will be the final vibhuti product. There is a particular place in Karnataka called as Shivayoga Mandira, which is in Bagalkot district. So this Shivayoga Mandira is very popular in making the purest form of vibhuti. And they produce about 200 to 300 vibhuti cakes in one day. But there is so much of huge demand for this pure vibhuti, which is really making them difficult to meet the demand. So that is why whoever visits a Shivayoga Mandira, they will only be getting one vibhuti per one person. So in case if any of you are traveling near Bagalkot district, then make sure that you visit Shivayoga Mandira and collect your purest form of vibhuti from there. So this finishes today's video on vibhuti. I hope you all have liked this video. If so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get automatic notifications every time I release a new video. Thank you.